From RTV6, this is Friday Football Frenzy.
And let's get a look at the prizes tonight. The blue ribbon medals and the big trophy. A trio of state champions crowned tonight at Lucas Oil Stadium, and some outstanding performances by the local teams this evening. And thanks for joining us again, everyone. I am Brad Brown. Hope you're enjoying your Thanksgiving weekend. Downtown Indianapolis, as we have told you, full of traditions on this particular Friday night. The football state finals are one of them. The New Palestine Dragons trying to cap a second straight unbeaten championship in Class 5A. New Pal has been so dominant this season. This would be their closest game of the season, though. A lot of eyes on Charlie Spiegel, the talented running game with the final of his career. The Dragons going up top for their first score. Lincoln Roth to the end zone, and Blake Austin wide open for the touchdown. New Pal strikes first for a 7-0 lead. Defense is strong. Both sides for the most part of the first half. Kyle King with a big loss in the backfield for the Dragons. It was 10-10 at halftime. Always waiting for a big play from Spiegel. Finally got one early in the third. On the option pitch, he shakes the tackle. And then it's just a speed contest from there, and not many going to get him on that one. 80 yards on the score. The momentum all of a sudden going way toward New Pal. Late in the third, they really had an opportunity to put this game away entirely. Riker Large with the large play. It's a pick, and it's going to be 6 at the end of it. New Pal had a 17-point lead going to the fourth quarter. Valpo came back, though. They got a touchdown, got a field goal, cut it to 7. Under 3 minutes to go, though. They go to Spiegel, and the big man puts it away. Across midfield, a final first down to help close it out. 160 yards on the night. And with the closing seconds ticking away, it'd be senior QB Eric Raudebusch to take the final knee. The end of the road ends at the top for the New Pal Dragons. Once again, 27-20, their 28th straight win, solidifying their run as one of the best teams in Indiana history.
With the amount of kids that we've got and the amount of players that we have on the roster depth-wise, it's unbelievable what our kids have done the last couple of years. And, you know, they always work hard. Some years are better than others, but this is a real special group that found a way to get it done despite the odds that are maybe against us.
To be remembered as 2 state championships in this senior class is just one of the best ones that Coach Ralph's had, and just the amazing bond that we have and the brotherhood that we have. And it just means a lot to everybody.
How does this one feel different than the first one?
Number 2.
It does. It's my senior year, so I'm heading out with a state champ.
Number 11.
So it feels amazing.
What's it been like to do this with these guys?
Number 12.
I don't even know how to describe it. It's the best feeling in the world, to be honest. I'm so thankful to play with these guys.
Charlie Spiegel ends his career as the best running back in state history, and it's not even close, we know that. But look at his stats on the all-time national records list. He's one of just 7 ever to rush for more than 10,000 yards. His 173 touchdowns are 3rd best all-time, and only 5 guys have ever scored 1,000 points. Spiegel is among them. Congrats to the Dragons on an amazing season. Just one team making its first state finals appearance this week, and that'd be the Lutheran Saints. They fell a game short of state in each of the past 3 years. They finally got that semi-state win last week. Today's 1A title matchup would go down to the final seconds. Lutheran taking on Lafayette Central Catholic fell behind 14-0. They gave up touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, but Lutheran would even things up early in the second. QB Blake White, the big shot, and Logan Beard behind the defense. That's a 43-yard scoring play. And with that one, we were all tied at 14 apiece. It was 21-21 at halftime. A big drive to open the third quarter with a strong dose of Marcus McFadden. The senior running back plows in for the TD. He ran for 162 today. Lutheran was up 7. They missed a field goal. Could have put them up 10. So LCC gets the final chance in this one. They drive it down to the 1. 15 seconds to go. Kai Schrader muscles it across for the TD. So it's a 1-point game. And without any hesitation whatsoever, they decide to go for 2 and the win. Quarterback Clark Bennett, just a sophomore, but he makes the play to make it happen. Rolls out. Reese Bushy had 3 TDs earlier in the game. The 2-pointer to win the state title. A thriller goes to Central Catholic, 29-28, their 8th state title.
We've been down a couple times this year and had to fight back, and always been a very poised group and very resilient. And we did exactly what I would have expected us to do. Continued to play.
Our definition of culture is having each other's back, loving each other, and playing for each other. And I feel like culture was everything. We stuck together, as you saw. We trusted each other. We loved each other. And I mean, the results showed.
Was the intention to go for 2 the whole time?
Yes. Yeah, there was no way we were going for 1. We wanted it, and we got it.
Love the call at the end. Congrats to LCC. 3A game, Bishop Chittard in the finals for a record 15th time. Senior Dalen Taylor wearing number 2. He was number 1 today. Another score early in the second quarter, his second of the game. Trojans had a 14-3 lead, and by no means were they done. The defense just as impressive. In fact, probably the best performance of the day. Tim McNellis with the sack. Big loss, keeping that 3 on the other side of the scoreboard. Nothing fancy about Chittard's offense. They just run it. They're bigger, and they're better. Taylor doing it again. 55 yards on this one. He goes for 172 on the day, and the D would get a score before the afternoon was done. Another pick 6 we're going to see from Patrick Mastrian this time. Chittard, their state record 14th championship, 34-3, the first championship for this senior class.
Our guys have been dialed in since a year ago, and we lost in the semi-state. They've committed themselves. They never lost their focus all year, and every week we roll out, they just seem to do the same thing. They're so committed. Our seniors are a great group of kids. We've been with them together for 4 years. I love every single one of them.
Probably just go out here, play our hearts out, go get this ring. We've been looking for this for 4 straight years. Every year we took a step closer. When we got here, we wanted to finish it.
How does it feel now that you're standing here waiting to get that blue ribbon?
Oh, it's a great feeling. I'm so excited. It's the best moment of my life.
Congrats to the Trojans. Saturday's games start with a rematch in the 2A final. Western Boone taking on Eastbrook. Webo won it last year. See if they can do it again. Evansville Memorial in the 4A game. It's their 3rd straight state appearance. They take on East Noble in the big finale. 6A mixed showdown. Carmel and Center Grove. Greyhounds won during the regular season. Both teams are so much better now. Highlights of those for you tomorrow night right here, right about now.